Welcome to a lesson on how to use a TVM solver to determine a monthly payout amount for a payout annuity. Suppose you have saved $500,000 for retirement. Your account earns 6.5% interest compounded monthly. How much will you be able to withdraw each month if you want the account to last for 20 years? Let's first record the required information in the table, and then we'll pull up the TVM solver. When using a TVM solver, capital N equals the total number of payments or compounding periods. In this case, because the interest is compounded monthly and the withdrawals are also monthly for 20 years, capital N is equal to 12 times 20, which equals 240. I% is the annual interest rate as a percentage, not a decimal. Because the account has an APR of 6.5%, I% is 6.5. PV is the present value, which is also the principal or beginning amount. We need to be careful though, when using the TVM solver, cash outflow is considered negative, cash inflow is considered positive. So because you had to pay money into an account to save $500,000, the present value is negative $500,000. We'll discuss later what would happen if we entered a positive present value. PMT equals the payment amount, or in our case, the monthly withdrawal amount, which is unknown. Let's enter a question mark. FV is the future value, which will be the account balance after 20 years. Well, after 20 years, all the money has been depleted or withdrawn, and therefore the future value is zero, which will always be the case for a payout annuity as long as the time frame is to term. TY equals the number of payments per year. CY equals the number of compounding periods per year. Both are monthly, and therefore both are 12. And then we always leave the payment on end rather than beginning for the timing of the payment. And now let's pull up the TVM solver. Let's enter the information. Capital N is 240, I% is 6.5, PV is negative 500,000. Payment is unknown, we'll come back to that. Future value is 0, and both PY and CY are 12. And at the bottom, notice payment is already set to end. Now we go back up to payment and click solve on the right. Notice the payment is positive because you get to receive $3,727.87 each month for 20 years. Now let's see what would happen if we enter the present value as positive rather than negative. We would still be able to figure out the correct answer. So if we enter PV as positive 500,000, we would now be looking at it as if we were the bank rather than you, the consumer, meaning the bank has received 500,000 and the bank will pay out to you a certain amount each month. So now if we click payment, notice it just changes it to negative $3,727.87. So we can still get the correct answer, but technically this would be looking at it from the bank side rather than your side. So again, because you had to save or pay into an account to save $500,000, the present value really should be negative and the payment would be positive. So to answer the question, you'll be able to withdraw $3,727.87 each month for 20 years. I hope you found this helpful.